Boeing's Starliner crew capsule launches on first space flight. Cape Canaveral, Florida, AP. Boeing's new Starliner capsule rocketed toward the International Space Station on its first test flight Friday, a crucial dress rehearsal for next year's inaugural launch with astronauts. The Starliner carried Christmas treats and presents for the 6 space station residents, hundreds of tree seeds similar to those that flew to the moon on Apollo 14, the original air travel ID card belonging to Boeing's founder, and a mannequin named Rosie in the commander's seat. The test dummy, named after the bicep-flexing riveter of World War II, wore a red polka dot hair bandana just like the original Rosie and Boeing's custom royal blue spacesuit. "She's pretty tough. She's going to take the hit for us," said NASA's Mike Fincke, one of 3 astronauts who will fly on the next Starliner and, as test pilots, take the hit for future crews. As the astronauts watched from nearby control centers, a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket carrying the capsule blasted off just before sunrise from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. It was a one-day trip to the space station, putting the spacecraft on track for a docking Saturday morning. This was Boeing's chance to catch up with SpaceX, NASA's other commercial crew provider that completed a similar demonstration last March. SpaceX has one last hurdle, a launch abort test, before carrying 2 NASA astronauts in its Dragon capsule, possibly by spring. The U.S. needs competition like this, NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine said Thursday, to drive down launch costs, boost innovation and open space up to more people. "We're moving into a new era," he said. The space agency handed over station deliveries to private businesses, first cargo and then crews, in order to focus on getting astronauts back to the moon and onto Mars. Commercial cargo ships took flight in 2012, starting with SpaceX. Crew capsules were more complicated to design and build, and parachute and other technical problems pushed the first launches from 2017 to now next year. It's been nearly 9 years since NASA astronauts have launched from the U.S. The last time was July 8, 2011, when Atlantis, now on display at Kennedy Space Center, made the final space shuttle flight. Since then, NASA astronauts have traveled to and from the space station via Kazakhstan, courtesy of the Russian Space Agency. The Soyuz rides have cost NASA up to $86 million apiece. "We're back with a vengeance now," Florida Gov. Ron DeSantis said from Kennedy, where crowds gathered well before dawn. Chris Ferguson commanded that last shuttle mission. Now a test pilot astronaut for Boeing and one of the Starliner's key developers, he's assigned to the first Starliner crew with Fincke and NASA astronaut Nicole Mann. A successful Starliner demo could see them launching by. For more on this story, visit the news article link.